system. So respiratory system including in epiglottis, slide of this trachea and slide of this. So you see this first slide, this one at the epiglottis. So epiglottis is made up of the central core of this elastic cartilage. This one at the central core of this elastic cartilage. Most of the mucosal covering are non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium except the lower portion of the posterior surface where it is pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. See this slide are the stratified squamous epithelium, this one are this oral cavity part and this one are this respiratory epithelium or the pseudo-stratified columnar ciliated epithelium. This part does not come in contact with food. At many places, taste buds are also found in epiglottis mucosa. So mucosal glands are present under the mucosa. So this one are the slide of this epiglottis. So these are cartilage are the elastic cartilage. So you can see this slide, there is a cartilage is elastic cartilage centrally and periphery there is a respiratory epithelium and one side there is a pseudo-stratified ciliated epithelium and one side there is a stratified squamous epithelium. Now next slide it is the trachea. So histology of this trachea there is a you already see this slide in trachea in the cartilage. So cartilage it is the hyaline cartilage and epithelium it is the pseudo-stratified ciliated epithelium. So trachea, here you can see this slide of this trachea. It is lining epithelium or mucous membrane lined by this pseudo-stratified ciliated column epithelium with goblet cells resting on the thick basal lamina. This one are the empty looking space are the goblet cells and epithelium it is the pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. So here there is a three type of these cells, ciliated cells, goblet cells and basal cells. So it is rest on this basement membranes. So this respiratory epithelium, our name is given the pseudo-stratified ciliated epithelium and cells are the goblet cells. Here you can see this empty space, this one are the goblet cells and these cells are the ciliated cells or the basal cells, ciliated cells and basal cells. And the ciliated cells propel the mucosa upward. Their percentage increase from above downward in trachea. The goblet cells secrete mucus. This goblet cell it secrete the mucus. The basal cells are small and pyramidal in shape, which are suitable near the basal lamina, which act as stem cells to replace other cell type. Other less common cells are the granular cells and the brush cells. Granular cells situated at the base of this epithelium contain the dense secretory granules and brush cells with large microvilli having an actin filament. They lack secretory granules and probably have sensory function. And this one are the lamina propria. So lamina propria it is contain the loose connective tissue. Already you seen the slide of this loose connective tissue. There is a loosely arrangement of these collagen fibers and this connective tissue name is given this loose connective tissue. Name submucosa. Submucosa contains serous mucous gland with their duct open. These are the glandular structures. So these and this one are the duct. So duct name is given this submucosal gland or the seromucosal gland with the duct open on the surface of the epithelium. You see these are the duct, it open on this epithelium and this glandular structures name is given this seromucosal gland. And second one are the cartilage and the muscle cell and last one there is a muscle cell. So cartilage consists of the C-shaped hyaline cartilage ring which is the incomplete posteriorly. The gap is filled by the smooth muscles. Name is given this trachealis by fibroelastic lamina and last portion are the adventitia. After the you see these are the muscular layer. These muscles are the name is given this trachealis. This part are the hyaline cartilage. It is C-shape of this hyaline cartilage. It covered the perichondrium. Already you see this cartilage, practical of this cartilage. This one are the lumen. Here it lining epithelium and with goblet cells, pseudo-stratified ciliated epithelium, then mucosal gland, and this submucosal gland or seromucosal gland is open on the surface. These are the duct of this seromucosal gland. And the cartilage, this one are the hyaline cartilage, and these muscles are name is given this trachealis. In last one there is a adventitia. It made up of this connective tissue and elastic fibers. So these are the four layer of this trachea. First there is a epithelium rest on the basement membrane. with ciliated cells and the goblet cells and basal cells. Second one are the lamina propria. It contains the loose connective tissue, and also it contains. Then third layer are the submucosa. It contains the seromucosal gland with a duct open on the surface. This one are the duct, this one are the glandular structures, this one are the epithelium, and beneath epithelium there is a lamina propria, and this seromucosal gland are the submucosal layer. And third layer are the cartilage. It covered the pericontium. This one are the pericontium. It has a two layer, fibrous layer and cellular layer, and this one are the hyaline cartilage. So hyaline cartilage are the C-shape, it incomplete posteriorly and gap is filled smooth muscles, name is given this trachealis, and last one there is a adventitia. So this slide the trachea. So already you can see this easily identify by this cartilage. These are one are the identification of point of this trachea, and epithelium is the pseudostratified ciliated epithelium, and hyaline cartilage it is the character features or identification point of this ट्रेकिया. सो फर्स्ट ट्रेकिया आपको आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए सी सेप कार्टिलेज करो, देन माइक्रोस्कोपिक फीचर्स देखो उसका, उसमें एपिथेलियम देखो, सूडोस्टेटिफाइड सिलेटेड एपिथेलियम. म्यूकोजा में क्या आता है, म्यूकोजा में बेजल सेल्स आएंगे, गोबलेट सेल्स आएंगे, माइक्रोविलाई सेल्स आएंगे, स्मॉल ग्रेन्युलर सेल्स आएंगे. म्यूकोजा लाइन बाय दिस सूडोस्टेटिफाइड सिलेटेड एपिथेलियम, तो दिस लेयर आर द म्यूकोजा. Pseudostratified ciliated columnar type of this epithelium. It consists 3 to 4 type of the cells: ciliated cells, columnar cells, then basal cells or the stem cells, goblet cell. It secretes the mucus, microvilli cells, process microvilli at apical surface, and small granular cells. So these cells you can see in the mucosal portion. Then submucosa, it contains this serous and mucous gland which open in surface in the mucosa. So serous gland and mucosal gland, this one are the duct, it open on this surface. Lamina propria and submucosa contain cannot be differentiated. Here lamina propria and submucosa cannot differentiated. Then there is a cartilage at the C-shape cartilage. You see this shape of this cartilage are the C-shape, a incomplete ring of this hyaline cartilage. Here there is a 15 to 20 in number. Posterior open part of the cartilage name is, there is a smooth muscles. This muscles name is given this trachealis muscles, and externally there is a adventitia, or external to the cartilage ring there is a layer of this connective tissue. So these one are the histology of this trachea. Now hyaline cartilage and pseudostratified epithelium, these one are the character features to identification of this trachea. Now third slide are this hyaline cartilage and trachea in trachea. So hyaline cartilage and pseudostratified ciliated epithelium, you can easily identify the slide of this trachea. Now slide of this lung. So histology of this lungs, there is a, you can identify intrapulmonary bronchi and bronchioles. So bronchus and the bronchi, these two are the differentiated, and there is a alveolus. So these are the character features of this slide of this lung. So what you can see in the lung. So first there is a primary bronchi enter into the lungs through the hilum. It undergoes cellular division to form a smaller and smaller size bronchi which keep on penetrating the lung tissue. So here there is a 3 to 4 layers of this. First one there is a mucosa. It contains the epithelium. Which epithelium? Pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium with goblet cells. Lamina propria contain the seromucosal gland. Elastic fibers in the smooth muscles arranged in bundle. Submucosa made up of this loose connective tissue and cartilage layer. This one are the irregular plate of this hyaline cartilage instead of the C-shaped cartilage found in trachea. So the plate surrounding the bronchi to make it shape rounded and keep in lumen open. So this one are the bronchus. Here there is a different part of this this one are the plate of this cartilage, and this epithelium are the ciliated epithelium, pseudostratified ciliated epithelium, and bronchioles of the smallest bronchi which less than 1 mm diameter, lacking cartilage and glands. उसमें cartilage and gland नहीं होता है. This name is given this bronchiole. So bronchioles and this bronchus. So bronchioles का bronchus and the bronchioles में क्या difference है? Bronchus is longer, larger है, ब्रोंक्यूल्स स्मॉलर है। लाइनिंग एपिथेलियम सूडोस्टेटिफाइड सिलेटेड टाइप है, उसमें लाइनिंग एपिथेलियम सिंपल कॉलिमर है और द सिंपल क्यूबोइडल है। गॉबलेट सेल्स उसमें प्रेजेंट है, गॉबलेट सेल उसमें एब्सेंट है। हाइलाइन कार्टिलेज प्रेजेंट है ब्रोंकस में और ब्रोंकियल में हाइलाइन कार्टिलेज एब्सेंट है। सीरस एंड म्यूकस ग्लैंड आर प्रेजेंट इन सबम्यूकोसा, सीरस एंड म्यूकस ग्लैंड एब्सेंट इन सबम्यूकोसा। ब्रोंक्यूल में एब्सेंट होते हैं सीरस एंड म्यूकोसा। So these are the two type of these cells. Now smooth muscle layer and respiratory bronchioles. So it is this one are the respiratory bronchioles. So the terminal part of this alveolus. It is a transition form of this conducting to respiratory partly respiratory in function and less than 0.5 mm in diameter, lined by the simple cuboidal cells with cilia, which get gradually replaced by the non-ciliated cuboidal cells. But the colored cells are present with the found between these cuboidal cells. So alveolar duct, this one are the open within this alveolus, name is given as alveolar duct and alveolar sac. This one are the alveolar sac. So alveoli are the thin ball sac, round or polygonal in shape. This one are the multiple alveoli. You can see this terminal part of this respiratory system. It has a thin ball, round or the polygonal in shape, around 200 micrometer in diameter. From side of the gaseous exchange closely packed to the alveoli wall. An opening in septa are called the pores which help in circulation of air from the one alveolus to another. उसमें दो टाइप के alveolus होते हैं, type 1 and type 2. So this one are the alveolar cells. You see this hyaline cartilage and this one are the bronchi and this one are the alveolar cells. So these are the slide of this lung. So you can easily identify the bronchioles and the bronchi. Bronchioles में आपको दिखेंगे bronchiole जो है उसमें smaller है bronchiole. So this one are the smaller type of this bronchiole. In surrounding there is a hyaline cartilage is absent. So there is no hyaline cartilage. Name is given this bronchiole and bronchus में hyaline cartilage present होती है. So here